А, мне просто не видно, надо как-то поставить в другое место. Мне не видно из-за микрофона. Может быть, вы поставите. Нет, видно. А, как скажете, я могу поставить. Не, ну если это удобно, нормально, мне кажется, да, просто. Нормально. Да. Харе Кришна, dear devotees, Харе Кришна, дорогие преданные. Prabhu said no translator. Prabhu сказал, что тут переводчика нет. But I'm translator. Я переводчик. I found translator. It's myself. Я нашел переводчика. Это я. And now we will continue our regular morning lecture of Srimad Bhagavatam. Мы продолжаем наши регулярные утренние лекции по Srimad Bhagavatam. And we will start with traditional bhajan Jai Radha Madhava. Начнем с традиционного баджана Jai Radha Madhava. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giryoradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Chira Vanachari Yamuna Chira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giryoradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giryoradari Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Gora Bhaktivinoda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasani Gora Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Jai Vijay Gauranga Jaya Doya Unitai Vijay Gauranga Jaya Doya Unitai Vijay Gauranga Jaya Doya Unitai Vijay Gauranga Jaya Doya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada ki Okay, I found translator myself. I found. На русский-то? Не надо переводить на русский. Могу же.
Можете и английский.
Вы, может, понимаете, да?
Нет, с английского я нет. С русского на немецкий я могу. С русского на немецкий я могу, но с английского нет.
Нет, если я на английском буду говорить, вы понимаете?
Да.
As you wish, I don't know. Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, we are continuing to read Gauradesh Srimad Bhagavatam of Srila Dvayapana Vyasadeva, his translation and purport of His Divine Grace. I see Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society of Krishna Consciousness. And we are continuing to read chapter number 6 and chapter number 16. 16. Kinchit Raketu meets the Lord. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, okay, we need to chant special mantra before reading. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, Sanskrit. Krishna, yes. Evam yanigato jiva. Sanitya nirahankrita. Yahavat yatropalabhyeta. Tahavat sattvam hyatasyatat. Evam yanigato jiva. Sanitya nirahankrita. Yahavat yatropalabhyeta. Tahavat sattvam hyatasyatat. Evam yanigato jiva. Sanitya nirahankrita. Yahavat yatropalabhyeta. Tahavat sattvam hitasyatat.
Evam yanigato jiva. Sanityo nirahankrita. Yahavat yatropalabhyeta. Tahavat sattvam hitasyatat. Evam yanigato jiva. Sanityo nirahankrita. Yahavat yatropalabhyeta. Tahavat sattvam hitasyatat.
Vaishnava. Till what time I need to? Huh? 9. Yes, it's a question here. Okay, and word by word translation. Evam thus yonigataha. Being within a specific species of life. Jivaha, the living entity. Saha, he. Nityaha, eternal. Nirahamkritaha, without identification with the body. Yahavat, as long as. Yatra, where. Upalabhyatam, he may be found. Tahavat, that long. Svatvam, the conception of self. He, indeed. Tasya, of him. Tat, that. Translation of this verse by Srila Prabhupada. Even though one living entity becomes connected with another because of relationship based on bodies that are releasable, the living entity is eternal. Actually, it is the body that is born or lost, not the living entity. One should not accept that the living entity takes birth or dies. The living being actually has no relationship with so-called fathers and mothers. As long as he appears as the son of a certain father and mother, as a result of his past fruitive activities, he has a connection with the body given by the father and mother. Thus, he falsely accepts himself as their son and acts affectionately. After he dies, however, the relationship is finished. Under these circumstances, one should not be falsely involved with jubilation and lamentation. Small purport of Srila Prabhupada. When the living entity lives within the material body, he falsely thinks that he is the body. Also, actually, he is not. His relationship with his body and his so-called father and mother are false, illusory conceptions. These illusions continue as long as one is not enlightened about the situation of the living entity. Oh, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh, I forgot in the beginning we need to read diary. Yes. After purport of Srila Prabhupada, we will read diary. Yes, small part. It is Shri Vrindavana Dhamma. Harikesha began to explain that, apart from the risk involved, a big obstacle was a lack of funding. He said that even something as basic as finding something to eat was a major difficulty. So, if there is nothing else, You can eat meat if you have to, Srila Prabhupada told him matter of factly. Rikesha's mouth dropped open a little bit and his eyes widened. Not knowing if Prabhupada was serious or not, he tried to ignore that he had just heard and continued to say what even if he had money, there was nothing to buy. Completely seriously, Prabhupada again told him, so if there is difficulty, you can take meat. Rikeshas stopped. He appeared based as a contemplated the possible implications. But Prabhupada, what about my consciousness? Damn your consciousness, Prabhupada replied. You must go on preaching. Srila Prabhupada ki. Sorry. Krishna tried to avoid this part, but no, finally I started to remember. Yes. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Agyana Timirana Gyananjana Shavakaya Chakshur Militamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadakamalam Shri Guru Vishnu Shri Prabhupada Kam Karatyachalam Gayatengam Kripatamaham Deshi Gurvinataranam Om Shubhaya Krishna Pushtaya Mutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Okay, good. Okay, dear devotees, it's very interesting, very philosophical and very practical verse and small purport. Oh. And if you have some questions or topics, you can say about this before 8:50, because I need to react. After then I cannot react, no time. Yes, now or after, in any time, have you now something? Some topic for discussion or some question about this verse and purport? Okay, in any time you can ask me or say something. Good, and there is very easy topic. We are not this material body. It is first topic given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita for Arjuna. In text, it's chapter number 2, texts from 10 to 30. There is idea. It is a reincarnation and explanation of eternal position of spiritual soul, like this. An absence of death. In previous time was no time when you or me or any person was absent, and in future will no time when you or me or any person will disappear at all. Zero. No. We are eternal spiritual souls. It is first idea. Death is illusion. Death is illusion. We are eternal spiritual souls. It is first idea of Krishna. Without this idea, we cannot act accordingly in Krishna consciousness. Because we have some feeling, I am a spiritual, not spiritual soul, but spiritual material body. I have spiritual soul, yes, but I am body. I am man or woman or child or I don't know, youth person or old person or I don't know, I am Asian person or European person or Latin person, like this. African. Yes, it's wrong ideas. Srila Prabhupada was very, very intensive. It's the first position of our philosophy. We are not spiritual body, we are spiritual souls. If we have this idea, next question, what do you want? No desire to have a job, family, I don't know, citizenship like this, because I'm Tatvamasi, I'm from another place. Sorry, I'm not, it's not my home. It's not my body like this. Next question, what do you want? My desire is the same like desire of Krishna, because I'm part and parcel of Krishna. Okay, I want to chant Hare Krishna, Kirtan, lecture, prasadam. I want to chant holy names. I want to discuss and read transcendental books, and I have desire to take only prasadam. If not prasadam, no. For example, Sachinandana Swami took sannyasa. He was quite young. It was, I forgot, in 80s. In the end, he took from Harikesha Swami. we read about him here. Yes, and it was in Soviet Union time, it is 80s. And Harikesha Swami, Sachinandana Swami had desire to visit Moscow. It was quite dangerous and difficult, not so easy. But it was he had some possibility. I don't know what is the details, no details, but devotees, Prabhupada disciples, informed Russian devotees, Soviet Union devotees in Moscow in the end of 80s about visit of Sachinandana Swami. And no internet and no mobile phone. And they said he will come to main square, Red Square in Moscow. It's the biggest and in the center, near Kremlin, like this. It's central place. And they said, okay, you will understand who is, you will find him, because no photo, who is, no photo. Yes, and one devotee, he came to the Red Square for meeting with Sachinandana Swami. No photo, and a lot of, I don't know, policemen. Impossible to ask, who is Hare Krishna, who is Hare Krishna? No, need to find, I don't know how. And this devotee said, in the beginning of my finding or searching process, I started to see some special person. And I immediately start to see him and start to think, maybe he is sannyasi and disciple of Prabhupada, but he said no, because his hair was quite long and like tick, 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 like chinchilla, tick, 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 tick. And he was in saffron jacket, yes, but he had trousers in pink colors, with flowers, with blue. И они были вельветовые еще, вельветовые. Как вельвет по-английски? Вельвет. Вельвет как? Вельвет как? And made of velvet. I don't know. I don't know. Cotton. Unbelievable. No, it is not. It cannot be sannyasi and Prabhupada disciples, because pink color trousers with flowers. Looks like female. Krishna, no. and this devotee was very intelligent. One time he was BT leader of Soviet Union. It's very famous devotee, very famous and very, very intelligent. And he took in his hands a real head, Swami head of Prabhupada. It was a sign, I am devotee. Because the devotees start to think how to identify myself with Hare Krishna. No beats, because it is for policemen, it is immediately. They start to jump and arrest. No, but he used the Swami head of Prabhupada. It was very, very easy. And they both walk one near another. And this devotee said, I cannot understand why Sachinanda Swami did not understand this is Swami, I don't know, I cannot understand this. All day I am walking on Red Square and he too. And no meeting. Next day I will come because no internet, no mobile phones. Next day, second day, I walked with this Prabhupada head and he's walking around. Second day, no meeting. What happened with sannyasi? Third day, in the morning, I came to this square with this Prabhupada head, and he was in mourning too. And finally, I come to him and said, Prabhupada. And he said, Prabhupada. Okay, you are sannyasi, you Sachinanda Swami. Yes. But why I use this head of Prabhupada like this? Why I not react to myself? I don't know. I was. I'm pray to Krishna like this. Okay, welcome, please, welcome. And on the way, welcome to flat. Devotees are waiting you. Welcome. Please sing with us. Please explain our topic of Bhagavad Gita. And on the way, he asked him, "What you ate during these 2-3 days?" And Sachinanda Swami said, I did not took any food because no prasadam. I'm sannyasi, no prasadam. Oh, Krishna, so intensive devotion, staying. Money is in the pockets, but his father was quite a rich person. A lot of money, no problem with this, but no prasadam. It is so we need to not sing and dance in a disco bar like this. No, we have kirtan, Hare Krishna kirtan, not Shiva kirtan, like this Shiva. Like no. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And we prefer to sing Swami step, Gopi step like this, like Prabhupada gave us example of this. And some books, only Prabhupada's books, especially for brahmacharis. One, I was first time temple president. I was so young, but was Soviet Union first time temple president. And one book distributor came to our temple and distributed. He was brahmachari, and I had some not Prabhupada books. It was maybe Satsvarupa Maharaj. I don't know, improvement of job like this. And I said for them, please take some books, this may be interesting for distribution in the street. He said, no, my Guru Gopala Krishna Maharaj said, you need to read and distribute only Prabhupada's books. I said, okay, yes, yes, okay, like this. Yes, very interesting, yes. And what is our philosophy? Came back to Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, there are explanation of material reality. We know about material energies, 8 material energies: Bhumir, Apo, Nalo, Vayu, Khan, Mana, Buddhir, Eva, Cha, Ahankara. 5 material things, it is land, water, fire, air, and ether, like this. It is gross body. And subtle body, it is mind and intelligence and false ego. Mana, Buddhi, Eva, Cha, Ahankara, like this. And it is our construction of this body. And in another place, another explanation in chapter number 3. Previous was chapter number 8. Yes. Now we jump to chapter number 3 of Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna said, there are different levels of reality. There are objects of the senses, material senses, after the upper mind, upper intelligence, upper false ego, like this. Upper it's spiritual soul, and Srila Prabhupada in Purport said, and upper in super soul, like this. Yeah, material objects, after them senses, after them mind, after them intelligence, after them false ego, after them spiritual soul, Jivatma, after them super soul, Paramatma. And according to this explanation, chapter number 3 of Bhagavad Gita, all our 5 elements of our gross body, it is like senses, material senses. It is mixture of these 5 things. Yes, and after the mind, after the intelligence, the same. Yes, and we use this. What need to do if we have theoretical understanding, I am not material body, I am spiritual soul? What to do? What is our life together with body, according to Vaishnava culture? We cannot reject. We cannot kill ourselves. Harakiri in Japan, harakiri. In Novosibirsk there is a restaurant very popular from the beginning of 90s till our days, harakiri restaurant. I don't know what kind of activity inside. In the corner of the city, harakiri. Not Hare Krishna, harakiri. Harakiri, not Krishna. Harakiri. In Japan, a little bit. Yes, and the idea is what we need to do with this knowledge, how to act accordingly, this understanding, I am spiritual soul, I am eternal, I am part of Krishna. I gave explanation, I heard this explanation in beginning of our Krishna consciousness, in the beginning of 90s, no changing. No changing, 35 years, no changing. Very difficult to control the mind, and no idea. Devotee have no idea to control the mind, because it is impossible. Because Hrishikesha, controller of the mind, not myself, not Jivatma, but Paramatma. It is energy of Krishna. Very difficult to control the mind. One time, one devotee, disciple of Gopala Krishna Maharaj. Gopala Krishna Maharaj now left body. His body, he was Prabhupada disciple, or he is Prabhupada disciple, sannyasi, GBC, first GBC in Moscow, and initiating spiritual master. One disciple asked him, I heard personally, it was in Kiev in maybe 1994. He asked how to control the mind. And Bhakti, Gopal Krishna Maharaj immediately said, don't try to control the mind. You cannot. You are not Krishna. You cannot. By your attempts to control your mind, you will have no victory. Your mind will fly or jump from one corner of universe to another. And by trying to control the mind, you will jump from one corner of universe to another. And you will forget about Krishna by this activity. No, don't involve in this. And it was very interesting for all devotees, but I was very happy by this explanation, because it is exactly what I had heard from our first leaders. It was my first year in Krishna consciousness. Yes, in first year in Krishna consciousness, and immediately Krishna gave me knowledge. Srila Prabhupada gave me knowledge. We will research the level of sentence, mind, and intelligence. Only these 3. It's enough for understanding. Very, very easy to involve our senses in devotional service. For example, skinning potato, or washing floor, or doing some, I don't know, girlands from, it's very easy. Or construct, Radha, chariot for Radha Yatra. It is not so difficult. What is it difficult? No difficulties, yes, like this. Or book distribution, please, for you, please, sir. Sir, you are very intelligent, looks like. Yes, please, take. Why not? It's very interesting. About God, about karma, about reincarnation, about yoga. It's for you, like this. It's not so difficult. And very easy to involve our senses of gross material body. It's very easy. Very easy to involve our intelligence, Krishna consciousness. Because in general, you need to know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadi Raja Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna is Lord. Like this. Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, I am coming. Yuga after yuga. Like this. It is very easy. If some person is atheist, possible to ask, please, sir, okay, you are atheist, no problem, but theoretically, try to think Krishna is Lord. Okay, yes, it's very easy to put intelligence to Krishna consciousness because Krishna is all-pervading, very good instructions in Bhagavad Gita and another. It's very easy to put to the Krishna our senses and our intelligence. If some devotee is leaving ISKCON, we are asking, you can ask, Krishna is God or not? Yes, Krishna is God, but, okay, in intelligence he has this idea. Krishna is supreme. It is very easy. And very easy, please take this Gulab Jamun. Okay, yes, it's very easy to involve our senses in Krishna consciousness. Very easy. Hare Krishna, dance. Okay, yes. And mind between senses and intelligence. And this mind is wild. And we cannot control this mind, but not need even try to do activity. Because this Krishna organizes this mind between intelligence and senses. And if this and he cannot go away from this position, it is made by Krishna. It's explanation of third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And example, if two policemen took one person from one hand, 1 second from to another hand, and both these policemen are going to police, station like this. When will in near future this person in police station? Because we have fixed him from the hand and go to police station, left and right policeman. The same situation. Don't need an explanation for us in my first year of Krishna consciousness. It's very practical. Don't think about your mind. Use mantra. Hare Krishna. My mantra, it's purification of the mind, controlling the mind. Mantra will control. You need to use your senses. It's very easy in Krishna consciousness service. And need to read Bhagavad Gita every day for putting your intelligence in Krishna consciousness. And after that, finish. It is very interesting, easy procedure and very practical. By using this procedure and need every day read exactly Prabhupada's book, not Rupa Goswami, not Swarupa Maharaj, like this, because Srila Prabhupada said, read my books 2 hours daily. And in the Jumna Swami for his disciple gave instruction, without Prabhupada's books, death. No chance. You cannot put your intelligence to Krishna involved. And by this activity, your senses started to be wild together with mind, like this. Use your senses, it's very easy. Use your intelligence, need to visit in morning Bhagavatam and in evening Bhagavad Gita. Before and after, every day, before and after activity. And after that, mind will in mood of devotion. By this activity, young people in that time started to distribute every day Prabhupada's books. Young, maybe 1 week, 1 month. Please go to Sankirtan, use your senses, and put your intelligence to Krishna. And after them, what about, I don't know, what about my family, my native place? Put your intelligence to Krishna and use your senses. Go to Sankirtan. Like this. Yes, no problem. In the beginning of 90s, in Germany, in street every day came 300 book distributors. 300 every day for book distribution. How it possible? Why now is no absent? Because was very easy philosophy. Use your senses and put your intelligence. Without this, mind started to be, I don't know, crazy. Impossible. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj said, please don't try to control your mind. It is not your activity, it is energy of Krishna. Put your senses, put your intelligence. Very easy. If we continue to preach this it's basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness. I wrote 15 years ago instruction how to give lecture in German Yatra in Sunday program. And there is explanation. Need to speak only about spiritual soul and material body. Because without this understanding, no Krishna consciousness, no intensive devotional science. Like this. And some devotee said, oh, it's quite not interesting about soul and about soul. Yes, it's very interesting if you know how to use this knowledge. All devotees have idea. All. Senses, mind, intelligence, false ego, any. Maybe at least 90% of all is common. Yeah, maybe some or not interest to philosophy or very new volunteers. Yes, but 90% very clear understanding, but no idea how to apply. Devotees helped me in my first year of Krishna consciousness and explain. And I use my senses in Krishna consciousness. One time, young devotee asked me, I don't know, I'm thinking about my future, Hare Krishna. I'm thinking about your future, my future. I don't know, maybe in future I will have job, or maybe not. I said, oh, you have absolutely stupid idea. First idea, you have two possibilities. First, job. Second, job in ISKCON. No absence of job. Because you are devotee of Krishna and Prabhupada. Your idea absolutely wrong. Job or absence of job. No. Job in ISKCON or job out of ISKCON. Two possibilities, but you will active. You absolutely wrong in your planning. Absolutely wrong. Okay, yes, thank you. Yes, but because a lot of need to explain to new volunteers what is reality. We are spiritual souls, we are not body. Use your senses and use your intelligence. Read Prabhupada books and do service. In temple it is, in a temple, we are inviting, please come. And in the beginning of 90s, where this philosophy, this application spread it very wide, a lot of people was in temples. In Kiev temple was 150 devotees. Very small in center of the Kiev, small maybe two one-floor houses. It's impossible to put all together. And devotee organized some traveling Sankirtana party because no place for staying. 150. Yagyakriya was temple president. He's constantly kick to Sankirtan, shooting, because no place. In Riga temple, it is in Soviet Union, in Europe, Riga, it's Latvia, was temple with 150 brahmacharis. Why so big? Because right explanation of application. You need to use your senses in Krishna consciousness constantly. And how it possible? Read and discuss with devotee Prabhupada's books. In morning Bhagavatam, in evening Bhagavad Gita. Put your intelligence at the beginning. After then, you use senses. And after then, a lot of service. Food for life, Harinamas, book distribution, Namahatas, education, puja, do. Because very easy. It is our practice. And nothing changed during these 35 years or 30 years. It is interesting. It is very practical thing. If we use this, I am using this in my life. I'm very active, I'm very happy. One time I joined, I chose my spiritual master and said him, I am your follower. In that time there was no test, were no exams. If you have desire, you can start to chant pranam mantra. Very easy. Voila, it's freedom. Yes, it was very freely. And I said him, I am your follower. I am chanting your pranama mantra half of year. Oh, thank you for saying. Yes. And yes, and he said, please write me letters, because no internet. And I asked about what I need to write. I have knowledge what to write to my mother, what to write to my friends, I have what to write to my, I don't know, classmates, but I don't know what is letter for Guru, and no explanation of Prabhupada in that moment, I don't know. I asked him, he started to laugh and said, when you will problems, please write me. After 5 years, I wrote him, sorry, no problems, but I tried to write. No problems. 5 years I had no problems, Maharaj. But I need to write, I think like this, about absence of problem. First 5 years. Why? Because my intelligence was put to Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya mission, and my senses was involved in my Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya mission. No problems. And japa every day. 16 rounds. Yes, it's very practical. And we need to explain this for peoples and devotees and organize retreats or some festivals. Please come and involve your intelligence and senses, and we'll see. Kirtan lecture prasadam. Please come, join us. And in the beginning of the Krishna consciousness in 90s in Soviet Union, any temple was full of devotees, full. 150, not in one place. In Tyumen maybe 100, in Minsk maybe 100 like this. In Vilnius maybe 60 like this, big temples. Because very easy explanation. Come and join. Like this. And idea is even all families joined. For example, 4 generations. Grandmother and grandmother and mother and grandson and child. For example, 4 generations, maybe some children. And together with cows. Came to the temple with cow. How Krishna likes cow. Okay, now we have cow. Yes, all family, 4 generations and cow. It's reality, Ukrainian yatra. Yes, so because very easy and very important and very applicable explanation what to do. And maybe need to start to explain this one time more after 30 years. Why not? Why not? Because no people in temples. No. Why? No explanation. You will have job in ISKCON, you will stay in ISKCON. For example, in Mayapur, a lot of transparents. Whole life volunteer is inviting. welcome, come to us. All life volunteers is inviting. Office, room number, recruiting. Please come, please come. Very easy, because we need hundreds and thousands of devotees for maintaining and preaching and maintaining Krishna consciousness in Germany at least. Because Germany, together with Austria and Switzerland, its region, it's 100 million population, looks like. Yes, but what to do? For leaders, for temple presidents, for GBC, for senior traveling preachers, we need to have duty to explain how to apply this philosophy. Yes, every Sunday program we need to say you are spiritual soul, you are not material body. And what? What is the result? What is the sequences, and what in the end? What is the result? Oh, go to home. Yes, go to home, back to Maya. Like this. Not back to Godhead, back to Maya. You remember it is a situation with all Vaishnavas. You remember from Prabhupada Lamrita story with starting of the preaching in London, United Kingdom. 3 families with Saraswati, daughter, came to London and started to, I don't know, to do something. And that time was very bad relationship between United Kingdom and USA. Because United Kingdom was not like victory of this war and was no reparation, or some results, fruits of this. America and the Soviet Union have some reparations, some fruits, but not United Kingdom. And in that time was no possibility for American citizens have a legal job and legal money. No. And all of them were 7 citizens of USA. No money. It means no money. And they started to have not legal jobs, very small payment, and they cannot rent good place, and they use staying separately in the different corners of London. And all day they had job activity and have some small payment in the end, enough for renting and some food. And one time in Saturday, they are coming together, 7 people, and said, what to do? No chance, no time, no. And Maya, like this, what to do? No preaching. And maybe, I don't know, one, Mataji wrote to Srila Prabhupada, I forgot. And she wrote, Srila Prabhupada, we are in Maya, we are in job, no money, we are staying separately one time in year, or one time in week, on Sunday, we are coming for 2-3 hours, Kirtan lecture, prasadam, after the Maya. No, not Maya, some japa, but it is no preaching. Srila Prabhupada said, you are absolutely wrong in your strategy. Stop your job, collect all money, and rent, at least for first month, in the center, common flat for all, 7. And stop your activity. Change your dress to sari and dhoti and sing Hare Krishna on the street. We will give you magazine back to Godhead. Stop it. You are involve your senses and put your intelligence to Krishna. One time it was Yogeshwara Prabhu. Yogeshwara Prabhu, the Prabhupada disciple, was quite famous. I heard him memory about Prabhupada. This is number 17 maybe, or 18, I forgot. Possible to check. And he said, I was painter, quite good painter. I can make pictures. And Srila Prabhupada asked me to organize Bhakti Yoga Center. Or Bhakti Yoga Club, Bhakti Yoga Club. And it was in a place of students, in some, I don't know, in university city, like this. And I made pictures, comics pictures like this. I was quite good painter. I draw 2 pictures. In first, one young boy student staying in the, I don't know, in some place in the street, for example, and I don't do some activity or reading some books, very pacifical, some for students. He is staying and or sitting here and do some or reading or something. And next he stayed, yeah. And next he is lying on the road, and a lot of people running under him in this place, and he is lying on the road under the step of these people. And these people with flag, we are going to Bhakti club, Bhakti yoga club. It was my comics. And I had idea. It is very good for sharing information, for invitation. It's like very practical. I showed this to Prabhupada, and my idea was Prabhupada will be very happy. Prabhupada said it's stupidness, reject. He said, why? It is good, it's an invitation for students. Srila Prabhupada said, don't deviate from Krishna. You have idea about some possibilities, some talents, how to use this in Krishna consciousness. No, please be active in pure devotional service. Purity is the force. Don't deviate, because he start to see, oh, it is activity of his mind. No, senses and intelligence. It is a mistake. He said, no, stop it. It is, he had good result in short perspective, but in long perspective, you will lose yourself. No, intelligence and senses, not mind. Don't touch mind. Follow the same situation. The same food, the same sadhana, the same activities, one to another, to the altar, to book distribution, to Harinam, to food for life, like this, like that. No special things. Please follow. Srila Prabhupada said to disciples, you will destroy all things by your changing. It's mind. No senses and intelligence. Some devotees had idea only intelligence. No, intelligence means active senses in Krishna consciousness. I will have job or not will have. No job in Krishna, in ISKCON or out of ISKCON. Because my idea, I am professional member of ISKCON. Every day, full time, 365 days in a year, I am involved under supervisor of this or that. I have no freedom. And it is years after years, 10 years after 10 years. Yes, because I had a good explanation in the beginning. And no desire. One time I was in Krishna consciousness, maybe 12 or 13 years, at least 10. I came to one place when I joined to Krishna consciousness, and a lot of brahmacharis started to be grihasthas with good business. And I came and they asking me, what is the activity I have? I'm traveling preacher. I'm started to be traveling preacher in the beginning and I'm continuing now. Maybe you have no money, by this reason you are not grihastha. I said, no, I'm with full understanding. And one said, I can give you my firm, my business project. I can write your name in documents and you will have money and can have family life. I said, no, I will continue to preach. Sorry. Okay, in any time, please come. Some of my friends have 2, 3, 4 business projects. No problems. Because if you want, please, I can give one project for you. No problem. Yes, and do consultation for you, some instructions, and after then you will see how to act. It is very easy. It is made it's active project like this. No. I have my clear understanding. I'm involved in ISKCON project. No, so sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah, don't want to take money. No, no, I don't know. Even in Germany, I'm traveling preacher, and I have very respectable service in Germany. And senior devotee said, okay, we need to organize pension for you, because you are quite serious, senior, and quite intensive in your service. We can organize pension for you. Some, I don't know, small pension, because you need some money for all things, for food, for, I don't know, for the rest. I said, no, don't need. How you will act? I said, no problem, Krishna will organize. Prabhupada, help me. No, I will not fix pension. No. I said, no, sorry. Because I am preacher of ISKCON, but no fixed tax. No, it's selfless devotional service. Some years ago, I was traveling preacher without place, without region, without center of my staying. And if I had big hockey bag, very big, and I had in this bag all things, and dress for winter and dress for summer, all things in my bag. I'm traveling with my house. And sometimes no money, and no donation. Sometimes it's possible. What to do? In this situation, my experience, I collect the last Lakshmi and organize feast for devotees. And after then, devotees started to say, okay, we are very happy, please take donations and no crisis. I need to collect all money in my pockets and to satisfy devotee. It was my strategy. Because I was without. And my spiritual master said, what are you doing if you are traveling and no money for continuing? What are you doing? I said, I collect all money and organize a feast. He said, oh, yes, it's true, but I cannot agree with your strategy because I am your spiritual master, like father. You need to localize your traveling because it is danger. I cannot approve this. It is absolutely correct, but I cannot have plan like this. It's impossible to planning a situation like this. Yeah, but my intelligence in Krishna will help me. Last Lakshmi. Okay, no problem. For halava, for samosas, for devotees. I am cooking and distribute. Devotees inviting, some kirtan, some lecture, and after then full prasadam. Okay, yes. And after then, oops, maybe, quite often, I have enough money. Yes, in Ukraine we are traveling by hitchhiking because no money and a lot of service. No money at all. No problems. No money, no problems. Okay, yes, it is our philosophy. Senses and intelligence to Krishna. It is very easy to do. Mind, impossible. And don't need. And need to help, like Gopal Krishna Maharaj. Dear my disciple, don't try to control your mind. It's Srila Prabhupada to Yogeshwara Prabhu. Don't try to use your mind. Don't touch. Follow process. Please. Finally, I gave an example of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. You know, it is incarnation of Brihaspati in Chaitanya Lila. He stayed in Jagannatha Puri, and Lord Chaitanya came to this place, and after then was debates, and Lord Chaitanya distracted the idea and consciousness and intelligence of the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya because formally he was impersonal philosophy like this. And very interesting, and during the night after then, the Sarvabhauma was very fortunate. He understood okay, it's Lord Krishna himself. He started to understand some quotes from spiritual scriptures. And in the morning, Lord Chaitanya came to Sarvabhauma and gave him Mahaprasad of Jagannath. And Sarvabhauma surrendered to Lord Chaitanya and asked him what I need to do, how to act. You are served me, but now teach me how to act. You remember the answer of Lord Chaitanya? Lord Chaitanya said, "Oh, respect Sarvabhauma, the way what is good for all universe, acceptable for you too. Bhakti yoga process for all universe, accepted, good for you too." Started to be small servant of Lord Chaitanya. Join to the temple with some project, to some firm, and accept perfection of life. In this instruction, you are Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya of you. Srila Prabhupada asked Ambarisha Prabhu, its grandson of, or some relative of Ford, Henry Ford. Are you relative of Henry Ford? Yes. Where is your relative now? Ambarisha said, okay, he destroyed all my mind and all material reality, all matrica material world, multiplied by 0. Where is your grandfather now? Oh, I don't know. Yes, we need to help people and devotees to sometimes can see, okay, under the influence of mind. Stop. Jeev Jagat. Wake up. Like this. It's our philosophy and our practice. Philosophy is very easy and acceptable for all, but only some few devotees have knowledge how to apply. And we are happy in Krishna consciousness. In any ashrama, in any place, in any country, in any time. Senses and intelligence need to put to Krishna like this. And immediately we will be very happy. Hare Krishna, it is I am very happy to share philosophy of Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. please follow. Okay, our time finished. Granda Raja Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Controlling, using senses and intelligence in Krishna consciousness ki jai. Hare Krishna.